Hey everybody, welcome back to the exciting conclusion of Stonewall Jackson's Way, scenario number 1 of Cedar Mountain, and we're up to turn 3, which indeed is the final turn for this scenario. And in this picture that you're looking at right now, you can see all of the units that are still in the game. So they're all pictured. You see Culpeper. The Union has control of Culpeper, and indeed, in this scenario, everything basically comes down to who owns Culpeper. That's who's going to win the game. So this is what you have. You have turn 3. Every unit on the board is fresh except for 3. There's a unit in this pile in Culpeper, Williams, that is exhausted, and these two guys at Fat 1, one Union, one Confederate, they're both exhausted at Fat 1. Every other unit on the board is fresh. So I've set that up for you. This is indeed turn 3. The Confederates have 4 victory points right now. And that's what you have. So I've given this thought over the last 24 hours as to what we're gonna do, and so prior to starting right here, I did the recovery at the end of turn 2. Does anybody want to do a leader transfer? Thinking about it, giving it some thought. The rebels will not do a leader transfer. The Union, as far as Siegel, does Siegel want to go anywhere? Oh, by the way, Siegel's guy Schenk, he's exhausted too. Does Siegel want to go to any of these other guys? Wondering. Siegel is not going to leader transfer, so there's going to be no leader transfers here. Let's see, Auger is with Williams. Well, I stand corrected. I'm wondering if I should move Banks to Auger. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to move Banks to Auger. If I can find him. No, it's not him. Is it him? No. Yeah, that is Banks. Second, he's within 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Banks is going to move to Auger. Let's do that. Okay, that's the only leader transfer. Okay, so excuse me. So everything's set. Let's get down to it. We want to wrap this up and for the exciting conclusion of this scenario. All right. So here's the initial initiative die roll of turn 3. As always, rebels are the first number. So here's the initiative die roll. It's 4-1. Rebels win the initiative. Yowzers. Okay, so well, what's going to happen here is Ewell's going to activate fatigue marker on Ewell, and he's going all by himself. 1 die plus 1. He gets the 5. Wow. So that indeed is a 6. So here goes Ewell. 1, 2. Oh boy. He has enough to do a prepared on Ricketts. Wow. A prepared on Ricketts. I got to do the math, ladies and gentlemen, here to see what this would entail, because you're a -1. And first thing I do is I go to the artillery chart and see what artillery. You're a -1 on clear, which is not good. It's a -2. That would cost you a -2 to the Union, +2 to them. The rebels are a -2. Number 1 for prepared. So you got to plan this out to see what you're going to do. However, you get a +4 for this flank. This is a total complete flank on this guy. Ricketts is a 2. Ewell is a 3. You get +1 for tack. flank, and +1 for prep. And okay, so let me look over this some more. I might just go ahead and do it. There's another issue. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. And then you also have no, they're both 12s. Wow, that's unexpected. They're both 12s. So ratio is nothing. So it's a +1 for tack, +1 for prepared, 4 for flank, but the Union gets 2 back. I'm going to go ahead and run this attack. So he has enough to do a prepared. Lucky with the big roll. So here we go. This is going to be a big, huge battle, and it washes out as a +4 for the rebels. Okay, and let's do this. So again, the rebel number is the first number. Here's the attack +4 for the rebels. Oh, wow. The Union gets the 6-1. The 1-6, I should say. Holy crap. Wow. Uh-oh. So that is massive. That turns the +4 into a -1 attack on 12. It's not the end of the world because it's a 1D. Wow, next level. Okay, it's a 1D for the rebels, and for a 12 on a -1, it's a big F for the Union. That is a massive, massive hit to the rebels. Oh my God, they had a +4 and they lose 5, so it's a -1. Let me double check. He's a 12, a 1D, and it's a big F for the defenders. So the defenders are a fatigue 2. Wow, that's huge in itself. Next level, next level. So they go to fatigue 3. Wow, that's devastating. That is devastating to the Confederates. That is devastating. So Ewell gets wiped out. He gets to go to 11, flip him, and he's flipped. There's no retreats anywhere, so he's flipped. Oh, did I take him down to 11? Let me undo that. Yeah, so I take him down, I decrease him, and now I got to flip him. Yeah, that's correct. All right, and he picks up the big D, which is 3 fatigues. Oh, that is, that's devastating. Oh my God. Wow. And Ricketts, and let me flip the victory points down to 3. Wow. Okay. Whew. Damn, that might have just that might be the kiss of death for the Confederates right there. All right, well, we move on. That is it. Okay, initiative die roll. The Union wins the initiative, and Ricketts, you need to get out of there. Ricketts is going. Is he going to move? Is he indeed going to move? Because at this point, yeah, I would move. I would get out. Ricketts is going to go to 4. No, I don't think he is going to move. I want to move him. I want to move him, but I don't because he's going to take a loss. Let's move him. Let's go next level. So we're activating Ricketts, but we got to find. He's going to probably take a hit here on points. One moment. Movement. He's going to take some sort of a hit here. We got to figure out extended march. So he's if the march is made by you, not blah 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 blah. It looks like a +2. Is he exhausted? Yes. He looks like a +3 on this. If march is made by unit on its exhausted side to increase its fatigue from 3 to 4. So he's going to be a +3 on this. Not belonging to... I actually, this is not clear because it says Union Army modifiers garrison unit. If the march is made by a unit not belonging to the Army of Potomac, SJW, made by a unit which is not regular Army unit, it's a +2. And there's also a +3 if march by unit on its exhausted side increases fatigue from 3 to 4. I mean, that I understand. I'm going to call this a +3, okay? That's not really clear to me whether those two both apply. I know the top one applies. Die roll. All right. Anyways, let's roll a +3 for him. Okay. Here's his movement, or here's his extended march. By the way, none of these, whatever happens here, none of it's going to be applied to victory points. He rolls a 2. +3 is a 5. No effect. Are you kidding me? The Union with the big rolls here. All right, here's his movement. It really doesn't matter what he rolls here. He rolls a 4. He gets to go 1x. So that... Ricketts is done with... Ricketts will not do another thing this game. He's sitting up nicely in front of Culpeper. He's blocking whatever the rebels do. Ewell is trashed. Ewell can't do another thing. Wow. Wowzers. All right, initiative die roll. 3-2 rebels. Okay. Well, Jackson is going to go over to Winder's a 5. God. All right, no. Jackson AP Hill. All right. Jackson we're activating AP Hill. This is not going to be a long turn at all from the way it's turning out. That was not supposed to turn out like that combat. All right. It's AP Hill. AP Hill's okay. His movement, 1 die +2. He gets the 6. That's problematic. Well, actually, it's not problematic. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he goes right there for 3, and for 2 more, he's going to do a normal on Ricketts. Okay, a normal on Ricketts. So what we have is 18 to 12. All right, we got to do this again. A normal on Ricketts. Ricketts is okay. So artillery is the first thing I want to look at. They're a +1 on Ricketts in rolling. Okay, in rolling. +1 in rolling. It's a -1. Okay, +1 art. I'll call it that. Tactical is going to be a +2 for AP for Jackson, +2. They do have a +2 flank on him. Okay, they got that. And what else do they have? +2 flank, and it's a normal. That may be it. Let me look at the modifiers again. Combat modifiers: flank, yeah. Artillery, flanks, refuse. Assault, no. Ratio, no. Tactical, yes. Prepared, normal. Okay, this is going to be a +3 right here. A +3. +3 attack. Okay, here we go. We got to get him to retreat. +3. Rebel number first. 3-1. Okay, could have used that on the last attack, but okay, so it's going to be a +5 on Ricketts. +5 on Ricketts. Okay, 5, and Ricketts is what? Still a 12. He is still a 12. And a +5 on defender on 12. Wow, it's a 3DR. Is that correct? A 3DR. Okay, so okay, +5 on the defender is on when he's a 12 is a 3DR. Correctamundo. A +5 on 18. A +5 on 18 for it's an end action. EA. Okay, so the end action, I guess I'm not worried about. I'm not really sweating that. Okay, so let's do the 3DR on. God, I could have used that 3-1 result in that last battle because Ewell would still be alive. All right, so what we have with Ricketts is his thing is going to decrease again. Okay, he's already disorganized. He's a 3DR, and that makes him demoralized. He's going to get the demoralized marker, and he's already an F4. So what happens with him, more importantly, this is the most important part about this battle. Let's put the victory points up 3. They really don't matter. Takes it up to 6. But here's the most important thing. He has to retreat 4 to 6. So here's his retreat. He's going to go 1. 2, 3, 4. And that's what he does. He's backing away from Jackson, 2 hexes away, 3 hexes away, 4. Okay, so he moves right there. And that's where Ricketts is going to spend the rest of the game at. Okay, so it's an end action. I don't know what Jackson, did he have? He had 3, 4, 5. I think he might have had one more point left, but it is what it is. That's what it is. Now, we would be in great position if Ewell's fatigue wasn't maxed out. But he's maxed out. I don't know what to do here, so let's initiative die roll. Here we go. It's a 5-4 Rebels. Okay. Well, we're going to move. Should we move Robertson? No. Let's think about this. Nothing's wrong with taking a minute to think. Can we go do? The problem with the Union is they don't have good position. Everybody's to the left of Culpeper. Culpeper's strength right now is an 8 and basically a 9. They're basically a 9. We could get in there. We could go do a direct assault. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a core march, next level, and here's what we're going to do. So this is a core march. All right, we need a nice big number. Here's the roll. +2, a 6. Oh, damn, a core march. Wow. Okay, let's contemplate this. So that gives me 8 points. That gives me 8 points. First thing I want to do is I want to look, how much does it take to jump over to jump over Ewell. Ewell's a 7 and 11. I don't actually know what he is. Let's get the card out, and we have to figure out if that's his disorganized strength to jump over Ewell, who is in clear. That's the first thing we want to know. Where is this chart at to jump over? Okay, clear more than 11. So, okay, so it's 1 point no matter whether it's disorganized or whatever, because he's a 7 or an 11. So it's a +1. If I take Jackson by his lonesome and take him up to 14-19 and do a prepared. How many movement points is that, by the way? Hide. Oh, 3, 4. You could do it. You have 8 points, Jackson. It would take you. No, it wouldn't. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you could get there. You don't have to jump over Ewell. What am I talking about? And again, what is Culpepper's strength? Their strength is Crawford's an 8. Yeah, he's an 8. And Williams is a 1. They really haven't had time to get in there and fortify that. That would be the Union's next move, by the way, to fortify. They're a 5. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to win this game as the Confederates after that disastrous opening attack. So they get lucky with a 6 here, which is an 8. So Jackson is going to go. No. Jackson is going to go 3, 4, and he's going to do a prepared on Culpeper. Well, all right. Here we go. I want to look at the artillery aspects of this. The artillery aspect of this is clear a woods, city, mountain. So I just want to make sure that Culpeper is indeed a city. Because that would be awesome, because that means there would be, I think it'd be no effect. Are they a city? Railroad station. They're a town. Culpeper's a town, right? Woods, city, clear. Culpeper is. It's got. I don't understand. What is a city in this game? To me, Culpeper is a town because a city is. Okay, a city. Culpeper is not a city. I don't know what is a city in this game. Let's move over. Do we find a town? Is it a city? Is Culpeper a city? I don't think it is. So if it was a city, artillery would be ineffective. Let's call it a town. So that means, boy, I need a clarification on that because this is huge. But we're gonna call it. That looks like rolling terrain to me, doesn't that? It looks like it's green under the town. It looks green to me. It damn sure isn't white. So let's call it rolling. Rolling and, okay, so let me write all this down again. So the Union their strength is a 5. Is that what they are? I can't believe they're a 5 at this point of the game. Again, no, they're not a 5. Crawford's doubled to, they're actually a 9. Okay. Jackson is, wow, AP Hill's an 18. That's a 2-to-1 +1 ratio. Okay, and the Williams is a 2 in there. Williams is a 2. Tactical +2 for Jackson. Okay, so, and I'm going to call this for artillery purposes. Crawford's a 2, Williams is a 2. That's a 4. AP Hill is a 4 as well. But wait a minute. Williams is demoralized. His artillery is a 0 in attack and defense. So Crawford is a 2. So we're dealing with a +2 on rolling is what we're dealing with. +2 on rolling is no effect. Okay. I'm going to put Art and E. Okay. All right, so what else we got? We have a prepared +1 for prep, a prepared attack. Okay, and now let me go through the modifiers again. I want to look at some more. Okay, flank attack, there's no flank. Artillery modifiers, no effect. Flanks refused, none. Assault action, no. Ratio is a +1. Tactical, +2. Attacks in rain, no. It is a prepared +1. So the defenders have no modifiers in here. So this is what you're looking at. Jackson can take Culpeper, so it's a +4 attack. Okay, let's roll this. Rebels first. This might be for the game. 3-4. Okay, so the final modifier is a +3. And let's see what this yields. They're on the 9 chart. So on the 9 chart, +3 is a +3 on 9 is 1 DR. Hold on. We got to, no. I'm not doing this right, because if you look at the top of this chart, I know you folks can't see this at home. It says defender's combat value, not including entrenchment benefits. So that's going to move it over 1 to the left. So indeed, without entrenchment, that makes them a 5. Okay, so they're a 5, so that moves it over 1 column. So they don't lose a guy, but it's a DR, a D with a small R. Okay, and for the Rebels, they're a +3, and they're a 12 to 18. They're a 1 FA, man. That's not good. 1 FA. 1 FA. Okay. So what you have here is there it is. I mean, okay, so let's do this. The DR, they're disorganized. We're going to get rid of this breastworks. They're not going to need that. They're disorganized. Crawford is disorganized. He flips. He's going to take, let's move him out of the stack right now. He's going to take 3 fatigues. Next level. Okay, and Williams is disorganized again. He's going to take 3 fatigues. Okay, and now what they need to do is they need to retreat. They need to retreat 2 to 4. Okay, so what they're going to do is, I think where I moved Crawford already, I think he's going to stay there. I think both of these guys are going to go to that point. They're going to go back two hexes to right there, and that's going to be it for their retreat. So Crawford's disorganized. Williams was disorganized. They both go to fatigue 3, and it's a small retreat 2 to 4. They went 2 hexes, so they're good. Now the Rebels are 1 FA. So they lose a guy, they decrease. Okay, let's adjust the victory points down to 5. Okay, and now it's FA. The fatigue goes to 3. It goes up. That's huge right there. They do get to advance. So Jackson moves in the Culpeper. Okay, wowzers. Okay, now keep in mind, the turn is not over, because Winder was activated as well. So what is Winder going to do? I haven't given any thought to this. What is Winder going to do? What are you going to do, Winder? Because you know you're going to have a counterattack by the Union. You can move up to 8 hexes. And Winder's strength is a 5 because he's... Oh, you know what? We've got to do something. Before Winder even goes, did you know he's exhausted? Which means he has to roll EM. So let's roll Winder's EM, shall we? Here's his roll. Just don't get a 6. Oh, Winder rolls a 6. Hold on. Let's go to movement. Oh, Winder, what are you doing? Extend. He rolls a 6. So he's disorganized. His manpower is 5. So he's on the, that's less than 5. No, it's 5 or less is what it is. So he's on 5 or less for manpower, and he rolls the 6. So it was on his exhausted side from 2 to 3. No, he didn't have a plus anything modifier. It was a straight up roll, but he still loses a guy. He loses a guy. So he's at 5 or less. He rolls a 6. He gets the 1. He loses 1. And the important thing about that is, so he gets downsized, decrease. He gets downsized, and it doesn't affect his. It takes his total combat from 7 to from 8 to 7. Okay, and all right, so he goes from 8, so he loses 1. He goes from 8 to 7, but he still, his combat value stays at 5. Okay, now that does not, the important thing is that doesn't affect victory points when you lose something due to EM, manpower due to EM. So where's this? We're at 32 minutes. We got to wrap this up. So now his movement, well, we know Winder can move 8. Okay, Winder can move 8. All right. All right. So I do want to move him over here. Yeah, we're going to move him over here. 1 plus leaving a zone of control is 2. And he goes right there for 3. Okay, so finally that's Winder's move. Initiative die roll. This is a pretty important die roll right here. Initiative die roll. Here we go. 6-3 Rebels. That's actually very good for them. They're going to activate Robertson. Okay, Robertson is fresh. There's his fatigue. He gets 2 die plus 1. He gets 4 plus 1 is 5. Wow, that's actually not that great. He gets only a 5. Well, he goes 3 to right there. Wow, Robertson, that's not that good. 3. He's just going to go here for 4. Okay, that's the best he can do. That's the best he can do. All right, so now initiative die roll. 1-5. The Union owns the initiative. Now, Union, if you want to win this game, you need to do something. Let's look at the situation. Your cavalry over here, your light cavalry is full strength. All these guys are fresh right here. Schnick is exhausted. Buford's fresh. These guys are demoralized right here. They're fat 3. And Ricketts is totally out of it. Ricketts is done for the game, so he's really not a factor. So what is the Union going to do? The Union needs to get into Culpeper, and how are they going to do that? I think they may go after Winder first because they're fresh, so they're going to take the long tack on this. So now which guy does not belong to Siegel's core? That would be Auger. Yeah. So Auger's going to activate by himself. Banks is right here. So he places a fatigue manpower 1, a fatigue marker, I mean, and he gets 1 die plus 1. He rolls a 5, he gets a 6. So he goes right here to Gaines Mill. Does he want to attack? He could actually do a prepared on Winder. Does he want to do a prepared on Winder? Winder's a 5. I don't think he wants to do a prepared on Winder because he'd be a +2 on rolling. What is that? A +2 on rolling is a +2 on rolling is no effect. So they would have a prepared would he's Banks. He would be a +1. But on ratio, it would be nothing. He's not going to do a +1 attack. Let's look at a possible flank. Let's look at that. We do need to look at a possible flank in this situation. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. I think it would be a +1. Let me look. They've got 1 hex that's not covered. Plus, yeah, that would be a +1 flank. Okay, they get 1 for the flank. So let's look at it. The attack is the same. Artillery's no effect. They get 1 for prepared, and they get 1 for a flank. And 1 for a flank, so it'd be a +2. I don't know, man. Your units are really fresh. Auger, do you want to do it? Yeah, we got to be bold. We're going to do that. Okay, so let's review. Let's review on this. So we're gonna run this attack. It's going to be he got a 5 + 1 is a 6. He moved 1, so he's got 5 left, and he's going to do a prepared. Flank attack bonus is a +1. Artillery, no effect. Defender's flanks, no. Assault action, no. Ratio, no. Tactical, no. Attacks in rain, no. So it's a prepared +1. So this is a +2 attack. Okay, wow. All right. +2, let's roll it. Just Auger against Winder. +2 attack. Rebels are first number. Oh, 2-6. Oh, they get a plus. So a 4 on top, it's going to be a +6 attack. Oh my God. Wow, big gamble pays off, kid. All right, so what happens to Winder? That may be the deal breaker right there. Winder he's a no, not Winder. Winder is right there. He's a 5. Winder is a 5 on a 6. Defender, there he is. It's a 2DR. Ouch, babe. A 2DR. That's massive. Okay, 2D. Is it a little R or big R? No, it is a big R. That may kill the rebels right there. Okay, and then for a 6 on an 8, they get an advance. That's what they get. They get an advance. Okay, and they will take that advance. So here's what you have. So a 2DR by the rebels. Decrease. His fatigue is maxed out. Next level. And he's got to go the big R. Let's get the retreat thing up here. This is not going to be that clean. Movement. Retreat priorities. In a normal retreat, in a route or cavalry freeze to the fourth. Okay, so here's what he gets to do. Winder. Retreat follows a road, pike, and more distant. No. Retreat does not fall into a hex more distant. That has neither. Okay, so here's his first priority is priority 2. Okay, and then he's clear 3. Okay, so he went 2 hexes. Now the next one's tricky. He went two hexes. The next one is retreat follows a road or pike and more distant. I don't think he can go more distant. Retreat does not follow it more distant. No. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No. Number 3, retreat is not to a hex more distant than the hex. Retreat out of the hex is not into an enemy Zoc or enemy control. So he can go there, and that is following retreat priority 3, and he's on a road, so he does not suffer a loss. And then 1, 2, 3, and then this one would be more distant. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's his retreat, Winder's retreat. And now here's the question right here. Now, Augur started right here. He rolled a 5, and he went here. He did a prepared, so that's his 5 points. Let me back this up just a smidge. Actually, did he roll a? No, he rolled a 5. He did roll a 5. Okay, so he rolled a 5, and he had bank, so that gave him 6. That's where the 6 came from. So he was right here. He went 1 to right there. So he's got an advance, and he could actually go +1, but he's not. So there's his advance right there. And now we're looking at initiative die roll with 42 minutes. This may not be done. 5-1 rebels. Okay, the rebels are up now. Wow. Robertson. We're going to activate Robertson. Next level. 2 die +1. He only gets a 6 again. Well, in that case, 2. No, he's just going to go right, or he could go 2 + 3 is 5. 2 + 3 is 5. He's going to do that. Okay. Initiative die roll. Rebels win it again. Wowzers. So what would what would happen if Jackson? Jackson's not going to do that. The rebels win it again, and okay, Robertson is going to go to 3. Here's his EM roll. He rolls a 2, he's fine. Here's his movement, 2 plus 1. Okay, they finally get some movement. 3. Okay, so for him to go here is 3 plus 1 is 4, and then to go there is 5. So he goes right there, and that's good. Wow, okay, so the rebels are almost out of initiative. Um, Out of fatigue. So here's the initiative die roll for 5, the Union. Okay, so now you're going to see Siegel's Corps. I know what they're going to do. They're all going to activate and a Corps march. And so I know exactly what they're going to do. Fatigue marker, Steinware, the whole crew is going to go head this way. Here's their movement on Fat 1. Their Fat 1 movement is 1 die plus 1. Wow, they get the big 7. Okay, so this guy is simply going to go here. This guy, now over here on this stack right here, you have 3 plus 4. Okay, so they're only going to cost you 1. Okay, so they get to go 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got to stop. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6, 7. So you see what they're trying to do. They're trying to get to the other side of Culpeper so they can work with Augur on a friggin' attack here. So they're going to set this up nicely. They got plenty of fatigues. The problem is I'm running out of time for this video. Okay, initiative die roll. It's the Union again. Well, here's what they're going to do. It's the same cast of characters, next level. Next level. It's what corps is this? This is first corps. Next, and here's what they're going to do. They're going to set up the assault. Here's their here's their roll. 1 plus 1. They get another outstanding roll. He moves here. Okay, hex to hex. He moves here. I'm sure that's just 2. And these guys are adding. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're set up to do this. Crazy. This is cray. Okay, initiative die roll. 1, 2. Union wins it. They're going to move Buford. Fatigue marker. He gets a fatigue. 2 die. He gets 8. Buford. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Wowzers. Okay, initiative die roll. 3, 2. Rebels. They're not going to do anything. Jackson's not going to do anything. He might do it. Jackson, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Do you want to attack Augur? You'd be a +1. 18, 16. You'd be a 1. You could do a prepared Augur if you knock him down. Jackson. What about Augur has 4 points? You have 4 points, but he's in, so it'd be a -1. What if Jackson attacked Auger right now? That is like a big. If they could knock Auger out of the game here, he'd have. Hold on, I gotta do this. If he had a prepared +1, attack +1, and a prepared and a tactical ratio, he'd have a +1, but he'd lose 1. I don't want to do that on a 2. No, I don't want to do that. No, we're not. We're not going to do anything. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to take this attack. They're going to pass to the Union. The Union says, okay, man, you had your chance. It is showtime. Actually, wow, we're at 50 minutes. So, they're all disordered. Well, what you're going to do right here is they've got, for a flank, they've got everything covered, but they do have, they're going to try to, let's get, a flank is everything covered, but there's a defender, so that's a plus, it's a +3. So it's a +3 flank. So they're going to do an assault right now. It's going to be a first corps assault, and let's do it. So they passed it off to the Union, and the Union, everybody's going to fatigue 3, fatigue 3, fatigue 3, fatigue 3. Okay, there's no EM on an assault. Okay, so here's what you got. Here's what you got. I'm going to put assault +1. Siegel's a 2, +2 for ratio. +2 for tack. Okay, +2 for tack. No, they're not even going to do that. They're going to skip that. They're going to skip that. Change of plans. Put everybody's fatigue back previous level. They're not going to do this. What we're going to do is something that we should do right here. Previous level. What we're going to do is we're going to move Pope. Pope is with Crawford. We're going to activate Crawford to go to 4, next level 4. Okay, Crawford. Crawford is a 53 minutes here. Crawford is a combat modifier, blah, 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 movement. Crawford is his manpower is a 3's less than, and he is moving from 3 to 4. Is he exhausted? He's not exhausted. He's on his normal side. He's a +1. He's going to be a +3. I'm going to call him a +3. So Crawford rolls for EM. No, 1 die. 1 die. Here's the 1 die. So he gets the EM, and so it's going to cost him a +3. He's a 6. He's going to take a hit of 1. Okay, no problem. So he decreases. Now he moves here. Oh, we got to do his movement. What's your movement? Did he just roll another 3? Yeah, 2 3s. So he's just moving 1 hex, no problem. He moves right here. But the important part is he's moving with Pope. Okay, they're right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to stop this video right here, and I'm going to do like a 10-minute follow up with the final part of this right here. All right, so I'm going to save this right now. I'm going to make another video. It'll only be like 10 minutes for the recap, okay? But that's what you're looking at right now. I'm going to immediately do another video because I don't want to get shut off at 1 hour. All right. Till next time. Bye.